What is up, everybody? Welcome in to our Week 8 Outlook episode. We're going to be talking about everything Week 8, but before we do, make sure to please like the video, subscribe to the channel. We really appreciate it. Leave a comment down below what you think about us, what you hate about us, what you like about us. We really, really appreciate it. Without further ado, let's jump right into the Week 8 NFL schedule. Starting with Thursday night football, my Minnesota Vikings are traveling to LA to play the Chargers. And boy, oh boy, does this not look good for me. Chargers come off back-to-back losses, then win a game.
No, I was just about to say not back-to-back losses. They
Then win a game and
lost one and lost.
Yeah. I don't love this position for the Vikings. I won't lie to you. I'm very, very skeptical about this position. We did this exact same thing last year, where we played a really tough NFC opponent in the Detroit Lions, and then on a short week went to LA and played the Rams and came out super flat. This week, and to be fair, in last year's game, it was a close loss to the Lions, a close loss to Philly, then went to LA and played the Rams. Now we go to LA to play the Chargers, which I do not believe is as difficult of a game. However, the Rams at that time were getting like 7 key starters back last year. I think Khalil Mack is back for the Chargers. They're going to be getting like 2 offensive linemen back that they've been down. So they're going to be getting healthy again against us. And I don't, we're currently +3, the Vikings. Chargers are -3, which that says Vegas thinks that we're like a wash on a neutral site, which I think is crazy. I definitely see more of an avenue for the Vikings to win this game than I did against Philly, unless our defense gets toasted like they did against Philly. It was just so weird. Like the Eagles converted everything they needed. Like if they needed a big play, they converted it perfectly. Like third and 12, 4th and 15 at one point. Like those were the plays they converted with Jalen Hurts. But there was a point in time midway through, I think the 4th quarter, where they hadn't converted for a first down in the entire second half of the football game. Like they were like, I thought the defense was playing great, and then at the end of the game, you see Jalen Hurts has a perfect passer rating. I'm like, but how did that happen? It's because they were stopping the run, and Jalen Hurts was having to throw it, and the guys were getting open on like the last couple plays of the game, and it was just crazy to me.
I think that your Vikings defense is going to perform a little bit better this week because they did have quite a few flashes of last year's defense. I feel like this year they've been kind of wishy-washy.
Well,
like
this year
will they or won't they?
We just been hurt, and not to make excuses. I'm just saying what the difference is. And we should hopefully either this week or next be fully healthy finally.
Yeah.
Not to make
regardless of the injuries, I mean, y'all still played pretty decent for a majority of that Eagles game.
We should have won that Eagles game. If it wasn't for Carson Wentz, we could have won.
You could have. You very well could have. And
in my opinion, Carson Wentz.
If you came to me and you said Thanos snap and we are back before the start of the game and you have fully healthy JJ McCarthy, I would say you could have a different outcome of that game.
I'll say this. Watching that entire game, there's not one throw Carson Wentz made in that game that JJ McCarthy can't make, healthy or not. And there were a ton of throws, a 75% me could make that Wentz didn't make. Yeah. I mean, that's over exaggeratory, but my point is a mid-level 75% JJ McCarthy makes 2 or 3 throws differently, and he doesn't give up that pick 6, I don't believe. He probably just takes a sack, so wipe 7 points off the board right there. He doesn't throw the deep bomb interception into double coverage, and then he, in my opinion, probably doesn't throw the ball backwards for a loss of 6 on 1st and 19. Yeah. Like, he doesn't dirt the ball to Addison. That's a walking touchdown.
When is he supposed to come back?
So that's the thing.
Don't spend too much time on it.
Yeah, no, they did. They don't know. They don't know if it's this week or next week. It'll be one
Okay.
of the two. It'll be either
Okay.
Thursday night
So
against the
within 2
Chargers
weeks.
or week 9. They just they
Okay.
don't know how his
Well, that's helpful.
ankle's gonna be off coming into the short week. They didn't want to have him 95%, right, going into this week against the Eagles, and then off a short week go into the Chargers game being 85% and re-injure it on a short week.
Mhm.
So, but they could potentially say, okay, now we're through the Philly game and you were at 95%, you're at 98%. Let's go start you against the Chargers because Carson Wentz played bad. Or they could be like, you're 98%, we're not starting you until you're 100. Carson starts.
Yeah.
And I want to say one last thing. Kevin O'Connell is, to a fault, a quarterback guy. He will sink this ship to preserve his quarterback long term. He will happily, we're witnessing it. He will give up this season because he believes a healthy version of JJ McCarthy is so good that in the following seasons, it'll make up for it. Does that make sense?
So far, he's pretty fragile.
Well, I mean, I can't argue with that. Like, I can't sit here and be like, he's not injury prone because, like, he's been injured. But up until high ankle sprain on a hip drop tackle, I don't consider that fragile. I consider that like it's an illegal play for a reason. Like, people get hurt on that play.
Should be. No one has. We haven't seen a single penalty on a hip drop tackle.
Yeah, haven't seen a single one. The meniscus thing, that's a freak injury, and you can't help that. Like, that is an injury thing that's like, well, that's just your body giving out on you, bud. Like, that's all that was. But I'm not saying like he's injury prone and won't ever start. But I won't lie, it's not comforting that he's missed 21 of 23 games. Not comforting. Bless you, Jesus.
Thank you.
So I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you and be like, oh no, I love that he's missed all these games. But he's only got 2 practices in since he missed the Atlanta game.
He's got to, whenever he comes back, whenever he's fully healthy, he has to finish this season out for me. He has to finish it out.
I want to see it.
And he's got to play a full season next year. If neither of those things happen, if he gets injured again at the end of the season or at the beginning of next season,
if he misses more time this season,
move on.
Oh,
you got to move on. You got to move on. 3 seasons you're banking on this guy, and he hasn't even played a full season yet.
You said before the end of this season. You said before the end of this season.
If he gets injured again, before the end of this season,
well, you got to give him a full. You got to give him a full 3 seasons. Don't get me wrong, if he gets injured again this season and then gets injured again next season, I'm with you, 100% gone. Like, we got to find somebody else. But if he gets injured, say he comes back right and gets hit in the head on a missile dive and gets a concussion from it, like, I mean, what are you gonna do? The dude got smashed in the head like that.
You give him next year. I'm just saying, if it happens,
give him next year. That's what I was saying. Give him next year.
You got to
we
move
spent
on.
way too much time on this. Let's move on.
Sure.
I'm sorry. Vikings +3. I'm gonna take the Chargers -3 in this game, and we can move on.
Yeah, I'll take Chargers.
Bengals hosting the Jets +7 for the Jets. I'm gonna take the Jets +7 actually.
+7. I don't hate that. But
the Bengals defense is so bad.
Bengals defense is so bad. But Joe Flacco. Come on, man. This guy is
all right. I'll take Bengals -7.
He's got some gas in the tank. Let me tell you, man. He is trying to prove something. I feel like after getting traded from the Browns, he wants everyone to know that he was not the issue, and I think that is pretty clear. He can absolutely spin the ball. Yeah, definitely give me Cincy -7 here.
All right. Texans hosting the 49ers. 49ers are +1.5. That's crazy to me. Give me the Niners. Give me the Niners.
Game?
No, it's a non-conference game even. It's AFC NFC.
Oh yeah, that's right. I always forget Texans are AFC.
The 49ers are +102. Give me the Niners.
Yeah, give me the Niners.
Give me the Niners. Jesus. Ravens hosting the Bears. Bears are Lamar must be coming back this week. The Bears are +6.5 against the Ravens. Lamar must be coming back this week. If Lamar plays in this game, give me the Ravens -6.5. If Lamar doesn't play in this game, give me the Bears +6. I may put money on the Bears +6.5 just in case Lamar doesn't play, because that's a lock if Lamar doesn't play.
Yeah, I would agree. Cooper Rush is meh. You know,
Yeah.
he had a run in Dallas a couple years ago when Dak got injured, and I feel like that was partly what. And then also last year he had a couple of good games, and I feel
I
like
mean,
that's what
all
kind
it
of
proves to
fueled.
me, the Cooper Rush Dallas thing, all it proves to me is that any quarterback can succeed with those weapons, and that any quarterback could do that, and that any quarterback there is just kind of a
Any
dude
quarterback.
who's just no
Yeah,
not really that
yeah.
good. He's not really
I
that
will walk off this podcast right now.
good. No. What it does prove to me though is not any quarterback can succeed with the weapons Baltimore has, and that it is very much Lamar's team. And I said it all last season. Dalton, you were there. You never really disagreed with me on it, but you were there for it. Of if this is old man Derrick Henry. This is not 2019 Derrick Henry. If Lamar wasn't in the backfield with him, he wouldn't be having 1,700 yards. And we're seeing that now. That if you
Yeah,
take Lamar out of that, now we can just focus on a 31-year-old Derrick Henry. That's a little easier to stop than a 24-year-old Derrick Henry.
yeah, because
So
Cooper Rush is not going to run.
exactly. And there's no threat other than Derrick in that offense right now, including Zay Flowers, who's kind of fallen off the map. And I feel I've been saying it that Lamar has made him a lot better too. And everybody's like, no, he's really good. And he is good. He has to be good to play in the NFL. I just feel like Lamar elevates the play of that entire
Agreed.
offense so much, and nobody's really been able to see it until now. And
If Lamar's there, give me the Ravens. If not, I'll take the Bears.
Same.
Because the Bears look pretty good, man. They're on a 4-game win streak right now.
Yeah, they are on a 4-game win streak. I don't necessarily believe it's like a super impressive win streak, if that's not too devious to say. They did beat Washington, who is a good team. But Dallas had a weird off game. That wasn't the Dallas Cowboys team we've seen the rest of the season. Then they beat the Raiders, which isn't that impressive. And then they beat the Saints, which is even less impressive. So I'm not trying to say it's a total like they're a garbage team. They're a 2-win team from here on out. But from here on out, they do have to play the Ravens with most likely with Lamar Jackson. If Vegas is putting out lines with Lamar in, he's probably playing. They get an easy game against the Bengals, which with Joe Flacco apparently isn't an easy game anymore. You play the Giants in New York. That's no longer an easy game. At Minnesota, division game. That's not an easy game. In Pittsburgh, that's not an easy game. At Philly, at Green Bay, Cleveland at home. So I feel like that's an easy game. So you're at 2 easy games. The Packers again, at San Francisco, in Detroit again.
Yeah.
That's only 2 like should win games the rest of the season. That's 6 wins.
Yeah.
So, and I'm not saying they'll win 6 games. I'm saying there's only 2 games that like the Bears will win these games.
Yeah. Don't get too ahead.
No. I'm forecasting, not predicting, forecasting. That's all. Obviously I've been wrong tons of times before, and I'll be wrong tons more, I promise.
Same.
Falcons hosting the Dolphins. Give me Falcons -7. The Dolphins are almost as bad as the Jets. Give me Falcons -7.
Easy pick.
Next up, Panthers hosting the Bills. Bills are -7.5. I actually kind of like this Bills -7.5 line. I think this will be a game where the public is like, Bills have struggled. Panthers have played everybody close. The Panthers can do this, and then set up for failure. And then the Bills just come out and drop a fucking hammer.
This is gonna be a big tester, man. If they don't win this game outright,
the Bills,
they are gonna take another significant drop in my top 10.
Sure.
I think I'll still keep. I don't know. I honestly don't even.
I don't know if I'll have them in my top 10
if they lose this game. Yeah.
Because
I think they lost 2 in a row.
Yeah, going into the bye week, and then they had a bye week. If they lose 3 games in 4 weeks, that would not be good.
Out of the top 10.
But I think they will. I'm going to take Bills -7.5. Eagles hosting the Giants for the second time in 3 weeks. Obviously, we know what just happened a couple weeks ago. I'm going to go ahead and the Eagles are -7 in this game, and I hate that line because I think it'll be a touchdown game. So I'm going to stay off the spread. The Eagles are -355. Also hate that, so I'm going to stay off the money line. And the over-under is 43.5. I would probably take the over in that game because I think it'll come down to the fourth quarter and both teams will go at it, and then whichever team comes out on top, whichever team has the ball last. I do think the Eagles will win this game just because I don't think they get swept by the Giants this year. It's hard to sweep a division opponent.
As much as I would love to see that, I do not see the Giants going in here and really having the discipline to beat this Eagles team. I think a lot of their issues last week or this past week with the Broncos really just came from like discipline. You see a game, I believe it was the Steelers Bengals, where T. Higgins is gone. Goodbye. Go into the end zone, and he slides down at the 5-yard line to keep that clock running. Very smart, very big football brain. And the Giants had the exact
same
opportunity. Didn't make it happen, and I think that comes down to coaching. So
did you see the Jamar Chase question after the game? They asked Jamar Chase, if you were in T. Higgins' position, would you have slid or would you have run into the end zone? And he goes, oh, I would have slid too. And then they popped up a video of like 4 games where it was the same position, and Jamar Chase walks into the end zone in all 4, and they're like, "You lying, man! But you would have taken the touchdown. You stat fool! You would have taken the touchdown."
That being said, give me Philly here.
Yeah, give me Philly. Patriots hosting the Browns, -7 Pats. Give me the Pats. Give me Pats all day. I think Drake May is a dark horse MVP candidate in his second season. He's slinging the ball. He's playing amazing football. I fucking love it for him. Love that for Patriots fans. Give me Pats -7. Saints hosting the Buccaneers. The Saints are +4.5. The Bucs are -4.5. Give me the Bucs -4.5 and an absolute raw dogging beatdown.
Yeah.
With a lot of fumes left over from what they didn't do in Detroit. This Buccaneers team is going to be pissed off.
Yeah,
and
Baker's got something to prove.
They're going to dog walk this Saints team. Colts hosting the Titans here. Colts are -14, and I might take the -14.
Yeah, me too. Colts have been putting up a lot of points this
The only thing that scares me is that the Colts defense isn't great. They're not bad, but they're not great. They're a middling
top 15.
Yeah, they're a middling 20. Defense, and so there's a potential that it's a 30-20 game, and that's a bust. So I don't love the spread. The Colts are -1,000 on the money line, so I would stay off that, unless you like betting $100 to win 10. Not my thing. The over/under is set at 47.5. I like the over in that.
No, I think I like the under in this one just because I don't believe in. I mean, Indy's defense isn't great, but I don't believe in Tennessee's offense to score that much on them. Okay. They just put up 13 points on the Patriots.
They did just release Tyler Lockett.
So,
all right, I'm gonna go. If I had the gun,
-14.
Back of the head, I'm going -14 Colts.
Okay.
Broncos hosting the Cowboys. Old Dalton will be at this game.
Watch
out. Make sure to check out the Instagram. He'll be doing a live prediction from the game.
Yeah, I've been excited. I've been nervous ever since we bought these tickets. I was like, oh, we got this. We don't got this. We got this. We don't got this. Now, I think we got this. The Broncos definitely can put up some points. And the Cowboys, our defense hasn't been great, but I don't see a world where we let a team score 30 points in a single quarter. And if they do, we just scored 40, or 44 against the Commanders, and this Broncos defense isn't as great as it was last year.
I mean, they're currently ranked 4th in points, 3rd in yards. They did have a bad game last week, don't get me wrong. But last week was the first time they've allowed more than 30 points, and the only team to score more than 23 points on this team was the Colts. So I'm not saying Dallas can't put up 25 to 30 points, because I absolutely think they can. But I also
think they can put up 35.
I don't think they can put up 35. Indy's got the best.
Absolutely.
Indy's got the best offense in the league to me.
Cowboys are top 2.
Yeah,
top
no.
3.
Hold on. I'm not trying to diss on the Cowboys. But the fact that it took a fluky type thing against the Giants, that was a fluky game in my opinion. That's an any given Sunday type game. I would not say the Giants offense is top 3. That's more of a fluky type defensive game for the Giants. Other than that, the Colts putting up 29, I would say the ceiling that you can expect this defense to give up is 30, maybe below 33. Like that would be like holy shit type stuff for this defense. Which it was with the Giants. Like we were like, holy shit, what the fuck's going on right here? Excuse my language, but I see this as like as a both teams scoring between 25 and 30 points. And whoever gets to 30 first probably wins. That's kind of that's how I see this game evolving. I definitely think it's a game Dallas can win. Like I don't think it's an unwinnable game for Dallas because of their offense. I definitely like the over at 50 and a half. Tell you that much.
Hammer.
And if I had to go one way or the other, I'd probably lean Cowboys plus 3.5. Just because I think it's going to be a field goal game. It could easily come down to a field goal. So
Butter.
I like Cowboys plus 3.5 here.
Okay.
Steelers hosting the Packers. Steelers are plus 3. Give me the Steelers. Steelers will win this game. I personally guarantee Aaron Rodgers will win this game. He is going to have that Steelers team so amped up for this game. I think part of the reason they lost last week is they were looking ahead to Green Bay, and they got caught off guard by Cincinnati. And they fought back, like they got punched in the mouth, like, oh, we got to wake up and play. And it was too little too late type situation. But I think they got caught off guard by Cincinnati because they were looking ahead to Green Bay. Because they know what this game means for Rodgers. And love him or hate him, that locker room loves him in Pittsburgh. And they're behind him, and they have his back. And they're going to come out ready to throw down. So I'm going to say Steelers plus 3 is a lock, and the money line is plus 154. I would take the money line.
I agree.
All right. Final game of the week. Chiefs hosting the Commanders. Chiefs are minus 10 right now. If Jaden Daniels doesn't play, I like that line a lot. I really like that. If Jaden Daniels doesn't play, if he does play, obviously Commanders plus 10 is a pretty good line. Jaden makes a huge difference. He hasn't played extraordinarily well to start this season, but also sophomore slumps are a thing for a reason. Like that, there's a reason it's a well-known nomenclature because it's a thing. He struggled against Atlanta, but everybody struggled against Atlanta passing the football. He struggled against the Packers, and with their new scheme and Micah and everything being there early in the season, he lost to the Bears. He got hurt against the Cowboys. Wasn't playing extremely well before that even. So I'm not sitting here saying like, oh, if Jaden Daniels plays, they're going to win this game. But I believe if Jaden Daniels plays, they have a chance to not lose by 10. But that being said, as of right now, I would take the Chiefs minus 10 in this game.
Yeah, I think if Jaden Daniels plays, the line moves to maybe minus 6.
Maybe even 7.5.
That being said, either way, if he plays or if it's Marcus Mariota.
Actually, hold on. We can find out pretty much exactly what it would be. Give me 2 seconds here to pull up the list here. So for those of you who don't know, Pro Football Focus has a power ranking each week, and where they list off how likely you are to make the playoffs, win your division, conference championship, win the Super Bowl, what your average wins are probably going to end up, like where they expect you to finish wins-wise. And then they also assign betting points to each quarterback. So, for example, Spencer Rattler in a spread situation, like if he starts versus if he sits, is worth negative 8.4 points. So, if, for example, Baker, if Baker's in a game for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, the spread would probably change by about 2 points, depending on. Guys like Patrick Mahomes, Matthew Stafford, Josh Allen, 5 to 6 points. So, if Matthew Stafford's not playing, then they'll probably go from a minus 3 favorite to a plus 3 underdog.
Mm-hmm.
It's a normal thing. So we were talking about Jaden. Where do they only do it if they're the starter? They do. They only do it if they're the current starter. So they only have Mariota on here because he's technically the starter right now. That's dumb. So we can't find out. I lied. But according to Pro Football Focus, who do you think the most likely team to win the Super Bowl is?
Colts.
It is the Kansas City Chiefs. They have a 14% chance to win the Super Bowl, followed by the Bills at 11, Lions at 9, Rams at 8, Packers at 8, Philly at 6, Indy at 6, Denver at 5, and then it goes down to 3 and 2 and 1 from there.
Nope.
I think so. This goes off remaining schedule, all that good stuff. The team with the easiest remaining schedule throughout the entire season is the New England Patriots. They are going to have a cakewalk. The 29th ranked schedule is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. So the New England and Tampa Bay are going to be pushing for the 1 seeds in the AFC and NFC. And we could just call it, if those two teams make the playoff, we'll just call it the Tom Brady Bowl. It's no longer the Super Bowl. It's just the Brady Bowl.
Brady Bowl. I like
Brady
that.
Bowl. Brady Bowl 2025. It should already be called the Brady Bowl with how many times he's won it. All right, you got anything else you want to add to Week 8?
No, sir. I am very excited, and I will see you in Denver.
Dalton will be joining us live from Denver. Or, well, not live, but he will send us a video from Denver giving his prediction.
We tried to do live.
We tried to do live. I don't know if the connection in the stadium with that many people will allow you to do live.
We'll see. I got a hotspot.
We'll try it. We'll try it out. All right. Like, subscribe. Peace. We'll see you in the next one. You got 15 minutes.